Y'all, I don't know what it is right now about me watching like horror stuff or whatever. I'm gonna pick another genre next week or something. Be back in bed. My stomach has not been stomaching to say the least. So I'm in here, and so I'm like, I might as well just do, what is it called? Tales from the Crypt. I'm trying to do this before it gets too dark because it's almost 6:30 and the sun starts going down like 7. So hopefully I can get this done in less than 30 minutes. So here we go. I'm watching this one and it is called Fitting Punishment. It starts off with somebody shooting into a basketball hoop. Made one, missed one, made one. And then it cuts to the little guy, the dead guy, matter of fact. He's like, if you can't get a shot off, then you would just simply pass. A wave at you. It's like, bro, why are we starting off like this? Buddy got a whole lot of jokes in the afterlife. Shooting baskets with skull. You know what? Okay. So it starts off with a shot of a funeral home outside. 3 people walk out and somebody pulls up in the truck and a little boy jumps off. He's about to go inside. Side note, shoes fresh. He walks into the building and he drops his little suitcase, whatever he got with him. And everybody turned around and looked to see who's making all that noise. And then they turned back, continue what they was doing. It's an older guy. He's guiding some people, outside. And he's talking to him like, have a good day, blah, blah, blah. If you need anything, I'm here. As soon as they walk through the threshold, he didn't close the blinds. He's telling the organ player, like, all right, that's enough. He didn't shut the lid of the organ on his hands. Sir, your customer service skills are terrible. The boy is actually... and he might be like 16, 17, something like that. He's actually there to tell the guy, which is actually his uncle, that his mom is dead. And his dad is dead too, because they got into a head-on collision. And the guy, he kind of like, chuckles. Chuckle? What the fuck is funny? Dude, that's his sister. He's like, head-on collision, huh? It's pretty good for business. Especially if you want to make somebody look good. It's gonna charge a pretty. Sorry, why are you trying to make money in a town like this? All skin folk ain't kin folk, I tell you. This man ain't worth 2 nickels rubbed together. The little boy tells him, I can't live with you because I ain't got no more family and you next to kin, so here I am. It's easy to tell him, I can't afford to feed another, so I don't know what to tell you. So long story short, he's like, well, I ain't gonna be a problem and I can help out, whatever. So he's like, yeah, you look pretty strong, so I'm pretty sure I can find something to do with you. He proceeds to go into the room where the lady just had her funeral, the dead lady, just still laying there. He goes in there, he gets, I don't even know what they call. It's not pliers. Pliers? Pliers. I want to say pliers. We're gonna go pliers. He takes the pliers, he opens her mouth and takes her gold teeth. Sir, you are a bum. You ain't heard quoting the Bible scripture talking about some God helps the mourners, for they are blessed. Then he proceeds to take out her gold teeth. Then he's like, and God helps those who helps themselves. You are a grave robbing bum. Grave robbing bum. Boy going upstairs, he bouncing the ball going upstairs. Old man said, you keep bouncing that ball, I'll bounce your balls outside. What do you mean by that? Old people and people from back in the day, I always got some of the weirdest sayings. Guy is cheap. He gave him what is this, like a metal gurney with wheels on it that you would use at like an emergency office to sleep on, and told him, oh, just get some bedding. Sir, you could do better than this. Told him the divine needs the righteous light to see the truth or something like that. And proceeds to turn off the light on the boy and talk about some whites cost money. You a cheap old man here embalming this guy. Got tubes stuck to him, draining his blood out. TMI. They got this man hooked up to well, I guess it really wouldn't matter. I was supposed to say a dirty tube, but I mean, does it really matter at that point? I don't know. I don't know how these things go. But yeah, they're draining his blood out on one of the, and I'm pretty sure that's the same type of bed that he gave the boy. Like, did he even clean it? Did he even try? And the kid is like, don't you need chemicals? And he was like, boy, how would they even know? Because like it says in the Bible, a penny saved is a penny earned. That is not what that said in there. The boy say, didn't Benjamin Franklin say that? He popped him in his head talking about something, don't you contradict me. So you're telling lies. This guy is so mean to this kid. I'm going to go out on a limb. And say something going to happen to that man. And then The boy's gonna have to take care of his funeral. He's gonna do him bad. I don't know, but he seems like a very pleasant young man, so I don't want to say he's gonna do something bad to him. But something gonna happen, like he's gonna die, and he's gonna have a funeral. That's what I'm gonna say. So we're gonna see. So another body had came in, and the uncle told him to go measure the body. So he goes downstairs, he measures it, and then he pulls the little cover back, and it was a little boy that looks his age. And then, like, the body jumped, like the shoulder just went, like, and it been there. That would have been my last day. No sir, I would have moved. I would have left. Forget that, uncle. I'm out. I don't want to be here anyway. The father of the boy came to go look at the kid in the casket. He noticed that the casket that he ordered was supposed to be oak, but what he got was pine. And I told you, uncle, is cheap. Used the box. 2 Asians, they had came back with some, I don't even know what was in the box, but it was a pine box. And he said himself that he be using them boxes again. So guess what he did? He used that box again. So the guy told him, this is the wrong box. I don't want it. So he goes to the little boy and he was like, oh, you half-wit, la. I told you to order oak and you used the pine. And the boy was like, no, you didn't. You said pine. And he was like, no, I didn't. Now I got to teach you a lesson. Why he pick up that crowbar and start beating his ass? No, CPS would be called. He had a doctor come by and look at his nephew. And the guy is like, your nephew suffered very bad trauma and now he may never walk because he got a spinal injury. And he was like, well, how did that happen? He was like, well, if I told him once, I told him twice. Stop running in the house. You fucking liar. The scene cuts and the little boy, he's laying down. He might have been asleep or something. And it zooms in on his shoes, right? And now I found out he was actually an athlete too. Next scene cuts on Ezra. I'm just going to call him that. Ezra, the old man. He's looking at his bill. Something's past due and something about he owes $155. That's your fault. That's your fault. Boy, he's on crutches. Thank God he can at least move around. But he's on crutches. He comes in. And he bold. He tired of his shit. He come in, he say, Ezra. Bass in his voice. Ezra. He said, boy, don't you call me that. Hey, Ezra, you heard me. Boy, you don't get no respect for what you did to him. Fuck you. Come in, he asked him where his shoes at, his Air Jordans. So they're Air Jordans. He said, where my shoes at? He's like, I sold them. He was like, why would you do that? Like, I need shoes. He came with nothing else. He needs shoes, duh. He's telling him, like, you're costing me a lot of money. He's like, well, you know what I'm gonna do? I should call the sheriff. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, no, he not. No, he's not. He's not about to do that. Next scene. Bobby's downstairs in the basement. He turned out the light. He's trying to make his way back up. Mind you, he on crutches. 2 crutches. Not 1, 2. Trying to make his way upstairs. He gets to the top. Ezra's standing there with his basketball. He say, what's up? What you about to do with that basketball? He proceeds to throw the ball at him, and Bobby falls down the steps, tumbling down. Hits the bottom. Scene cuts, and now Bobby's on the table, and Ezra sticking him, about to drain his blood out. Also, side note, I don't think he ever cleaned that place. Like, ever. I don't think he ever cleaned that place. That place is nasty. Blood stains all on the floor. Like, did you even scrub? Sanitation is very key in all departments of life. I'm assuming, this is just my assumption, the health department never came by for inspections. I'm just gonna say that. Oh, no. Wow. So, wait, that was cool? This guy is horrible. Took him upstairs and threw him in the pine coffin. The coffin actually came. The one that he lied about. It came, right? Threw him in the coffin. And then he notices, oh, coffin's too small. And then he's like, oh, I got an idea. And what do you think he did? I'll give you a second. Cuts his legs off. This guy is horrible. You're going to hell. And now the guy that came back before, the doctor, he was like, strange how he didn't fall down the stairs again. Talking about some perhaps it was for the best. Bitch. And he noticed that the coffin was too small, so he knows something is up. Something ain't right with this dude. And the organ player, now he came in the room. He's like, yeah, I'm about to leave. I'm about to head out because you wilding. And he's like, oh, where you think you about to go? He was like, look, I can't prove it, but I know you killed him. I can't prove it, but I know you killed him. You wildin', I gotta go. He was treating that guy like shit too. The organ player, he was terrible to that guy. It's about midnight now. Old man, he's in his office sleeping, taking a nap. Somebody starts knocking, knock, knock, knock. And he's like, oh, who could this be at this ungodly hour? You ungodly anyway. This gonna be one of those situations where it's like, oh, the Christmas Story, when you had the past, present, and future, but not like that. But somebody gonna come back from the dead. It's probably gonna be the little boy. Spirits are gonna be talking to him, and he's gonna go crazy. He goes to open the door. Ain't nobody there. He walks back in the house, and he hears drip drops coming from downstairs. He's downstairs in the basement, and on the bed, like I said before, he don't be cleaning because that same little blood spatter has been there for like 12 scenes. Back upstairs, he think Clyde messing with him, the guy that said he was quitting, because the light is on. But his house always dark too. I don't understand that. But yeah, the light is on. He's like, Clyde, you think you come here crawling back trying to get your job? No, it ain't Clyde. So he turns around and he hears a basketball. Turns around, it's a basketball coming, bouncing down the steps, right? He picks up the basketball, and then he looks in the basement, and he noticed the lights flickering. That's odd. He gets a little bit closer, and somebody with Bobby shoes puts a foot in his ass. And now he then goes tumbling down the steps. Serves you right. He's on the ground. He's talking about his legs. My legs, my legs. Sound familiar, doesn't it? God don't like ugly. Actually, it's just the shoes with no people in them. Walking down the steps. Now Bobby's making his way down the steps on crutches with no feet. Well, eye for an eye, leg for leg, crowbar for crowbar, spine for spine. You gotta go. Everybody gotta go someday. All right, so that's the end of it. The little boy, he says something about blood being thicker than water. And then the crypt keeper guy, he comes on, he does his little spiel. Now he wearing the boy shoes. Now he got on the boy's shoes with a jersey laced up like he about to go hit 20 on the Lakers. This is interesting. I would say this show is very interesting. All in all, it wasn't quite scary. It was a little creepy. Ain't gonna lie, it's madly creepy. But it was doable. It's manageable. Probably not at night, but it's manageable. And that was the end of my experience with that one. I don't think it was bad. It was actually pretty good. It's interesting. And yeah, I'll watch another one. I'll watch more. I'm a little on, like I said, a horror kick. Not really horror, but like kind of like a scary kick right now. Even though it is October, I'm not like big on scary stuff. That's it. If y'all got any more recommendations of something that y'all do think is scary, I'm gonna keep watching them until I actually find something scary, and I'm probably just gonna cut the cord after that, because I don't do scary stuff like that. So that's all. That's it.